X, what's on your mind?
Man, I remember when my friend asked me, Anx, do you suffer from PTSD? Puzzled, I was like, nah, I ain't been to any wars, only soldiers get that. Now upon reflection, that was an inaccurate statement. I found out that post-traumatic stress disorder is a mental health condition that can develop when an individual has been exposed to a traumatic event, such as war, physical or sexual assault, natural disasters, accidents. In other words, any situation when a person felt endangered. However, a person can even develop PTSD when they witness a traumatic event. Well, after my bro asked me that question, I thought to myself, why? Why would he even ask me that? I ain't been through anything no one in my community hasn't been through before. You know, violence, bloodshed, drug and alcohol abuse, crime, death. These things are just part of life in Paradise City. I laughed to myself as I recited Cameron.
Hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be aight, nigga. You tough, right?
Well, it was not until I spoke to a counselor and he told me that I've normalized trauma, even made it comical. Damn, I guess this was my survival mechanism. My friend's question triggered something in me, an awakening that came with a price. I started noticing things about myself. I was restless, paranoid, numb. Sometimes I woke up from a good night's sleep still tired, angry, depressed. There was a void that settled in my chest. I wasn't my normal self, or maybe I haven't been my normal self for a long time. Maybe my friend's question had served as a mirror, revealing that what I considered normal was in fact a hidden struggle that I had with mental health. After a time, I couldn't figure out what was up with me. I was always mentally drained, and simple tasks like going to shops put me on edge. I felt like the world was looking at me, judging me, preparing to attack me. I thought, damn, maybe I do have PTSD. I noticed that I had some symptoms such as stress, especially when I was exposed to real or symbolic reminders of my past. I was hyper-vigilant all the time, alert, especially when going through certain notorious areas in my city. I felt numb, detached from my feelings. You know the hood philosophy. Feelings and emotions are weaknesses that can turn you into food for the animals. Like Sully said from Top Boy.
We are not monsters with food. And I could never be food.
And that's why a lot of us choose to become monsters. I had a milder form of PTSD, but our main issue was anxiety. I found out that anxiety is normal. In fact, it's how we respond to threats, being under pressure or stress. It helps to keep us alive by alerting us to potential dangers and even motivating us to solve problems. However, anxiety can become a problem within itself, especially when it becomes ongoing, intense, hard to control, and out of proportion with the situation that you're dealing with. I guess years and years of suppressing my emotions, wearing a mask, constantly trying to be on point, not getting caught slipping or lacking, all this turned my anxiety into my enemy. I experienced symptoms like sleeping disorders, like paranoia around large crowds, pessimism, lack of concentration, irritability, detachment from myself and the world. These things are commonly associated with anxiety disorder. Well, I guess I lied to my friend. I have a bit of PTSD and anxiety. Damn, who knew? So, what's the solution? Now, I'm not a medical professional, but I do recommend seeking help from a medical professional, especially when you feel like you're suffering from any mental health conditions. But the things that's been working for me has been therapy, meditation, journaling, exercise, walks in nature. These things have actually been able to help me in overcoming symptoms that I experienced with both anxiety and PTSD. When I looked around me, I began noticing a lot of people in my community are suffering from various mental health problems. For a long time I overlooked it. Shoot, if I couldn't see it in myself, how could I see it in other people? But I also understand the mentality of my people. Survival is the only priority. Who has time or money to go and see a therapist or to check on their mental health? Some people in Paradise City don't even know what mental health is. The mindset is you're either sane or you're insane. There ain't no time for therapy. There is no time for weak-minded individuals who don't know how to suck it up and handle their business. Just go outside and make money. Plus, in my community, trauma is glorified, it's celebrated, it's a badge of honor. And the coping mechanisms, sex, drugs, alcohol, they ain't called coping mechanisms. Nah, they're called having a good time. It's disheartening when you think about it, how we sometimes have to normalize trauma and numb ourselves from our emotions to the extent that we dehumanize ourselves. Yeah, I guess if we actually stopped and thought about the traumatic things that we witness and experience due to the harsh conditions that we have to go through in the jungle that we call the ends, such rationale might send us over the edge. It might paralyze us with fear, making us too afraid to go beyond our front door. So often we normalize the abnormal, cling on to our coping mechanism, wear a mask so that we can be out here all day, every day. Anyway, what did I know? I'm just a cartoon.